Some shows you can hear people laughing and some you can't. Wonder Years. No one's laughing. Is it funny? We'll never know.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the ways Georgie and Mandy's first marriage reminds us it's part of the ever-expanding The Big Bang Theory universe, and how it's chosen to stand apart from its predecessor, young Sheldon.
You're really wonderful, Georgie Cooper.
I know. I am what you call a catch.
Number 5 continues. It picks up from where young Sheldon ended. In the final season of Young Sheldon, the family loses its beloved patriarch, and Sheldon heads to Caltech. Georgie and Mandy, who had been living with Connie, face a tough reset after a hurricane, and Connie's arrest leaves them with nothing.
They shut everything down.
So what are we going to do for money?
Yeah. That's an excellent question.
How was Dollywood?
Magical. What are we going to do about money?
Forced to start fresh, they move in with Mandy's parents, which is where we find them now. Not much time seems to have passed, with Georgie and Missy still processing their grief.
I really miss you.
Feel better?
No, you jerk!
We also see Mandy's father Jim offer Georgie a job at his tire store, a stepping stone on the path to Georgie's future tire empire. Yet for now, Georgie's focused on helping the business thrive without clashing too much with his co-worker Reuben.
Hey, I'm not giving orders. I'm just a lowly smurf working for his lordship. Lowly surf. No, I'm pretty sure it's Smurf.
Number 5, different. The writers have more freedom with the narrative. When creating Young Sheldon, the writers had to follow the storyline set by the parent series, keeping Sheldon's life more or less aligned with what fans already know.
Imagine all the stimulating conversations that must go on at these tables.
I bet.
I can see myself going here one day.
I think you'd fit right in.
But this time, they have more creative freedom. All we know is that this is Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, so there's a good chance there'll be another. This flexibility lets the writers focus on the couple's natural chemistry and see where their relationship heads organically.
I promise I'll get us out of here.
How?
Simple. I'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, but how?
Showrunner Steve Holland credits the easy chemistry between actors Montana Jordan and Emily Osment for inspiring this direction. Elsewhere, co-creator Chuck Lorre joked that it's a nice break to write for characters who aren't quite as intense as Sheldon.
And then I was thinking about inventing a new dark matter particle to evade the omega baryon constraints, but that just seems like something anyone could come up with.
Agreed.
Number 4 continues. Is Connor the new Sheldon? Remember Mandy's brother Connor from season 6 of Young Sheldon? Now, just go ahead and forget nearly everything you remember about him, including the actor.
Music?
Yeah.
Great. Who do you like?
The Smiths.
I don't know them. Guns N' Roses?
Corporate rock sellouts.
Yeah, well, sellouts who kick ass, so.
That Connor was a too-cool-for-school vegetarian artist. This one is a quirky musician. And when we say quirky, who comes to mind? Yep, Sheldon.
How's your music going?
Excellent. I'm working on a piece in 7/4 time. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. It's impossible to dance to.
Lorre might be glad to spend less time researching Sheldon-appropriate content, but he's seemingly not ready to retire the eccentric character type just yet. And why would he, given its past success? This new Connor is a socially awkward music fanatic who fits into his family as well as, well, he doesn't. It's early days, but there's definitely a touch of Sheldon about him.
So what was it?
Sorry, you're out of questions.
You're really not gonna tell us?
Thanks for playing.
You get back here right now and you tell us!
I don't know why you like him.
Number 4, different. It's closer in tone to The Big Bang Theory than Young Sheldon. Without Young Sheldon, there wouldn't be first marriage. As Lorre put it, they wanted this new show to, quote, stand on its own 2 feet, so viewers wouldn't necessarily need to have seen the other 2 series first.
I hope you know you can always come live with me.
Oh, thank you, but it's way past time for us to be on our own.
Are you sure?
Take a hint. She don't like you.
While Young Sheldon was mostly family-friendly, First Marriage is bringing back the kind of humor and storylines that were common in The Big Bang Theory. That doesn't mean it's lost the balance of comedy, drama, and sentimentality that Young Sheldon did so well.
Sometimes you remind me of my dad.
Well, that's quite the compliment.
Didn't really hug him when I had the chance.
Now, come here.
Instead, it takes the successful elements from both and adapts them to this new format. As the characters have grown up, it only makes sense that the show's tone has matured with them.
Well, let me make it up to you.
No, cut it out. The Georgie store is closed.
Yeah, I never thought Mandy'd be the one to blow this up.
Me neither. But I'll take it.
Number 3 continues, picking up their young Sheldon trajectory. Earlier, we mentioned how First Marriage picks up where young Sheldon ended.
But I can still remember it exactly the way it was the day I left for Caltech.
Hey. What are you doing?
Taking it all in one last time, so I remember it when I'm older.
Though that series was originally about Sheldon, it quickly became an ensemble show as the Coopers welcomed us into their family. By the time Mandy came along, it felt like Sheldon's storyline was losing steam, so this pivot gave the writers a chance to revive their creativity.
I'm Georgie.
Mandy. And now that we're on a first-name basis, I'm gonna throw my underwear in here.
And since I'm a gentleman, I ain't gonna look.
It's hard to believe that Osment was only meant to be a guest star. However, her great chemistry with Jordan expanded her role to include a baby, a marriage, and eventually a spin-off. We've watched this couple step into parenthood and married life with all its challenges. Essentially, the premise for the spin-off was already set in motion.
I'm just trying to help. I told you we don't need your help.
We don't?
What do you think?
Well...
Number 3, different, new characters and relationships. While young Sheldon mainly focused on Georgie's family, this time the McAllisters take center stage.
Hope you're hungry.
Oh, nice of the kid to make breakfast.
This is where you say, thank you, Georgie.
Oh, that ain't necessary.
See? That ain't necessary.
We get a deeper look at Mandy's bond with her dad and the tension with her mom. Meanwhile, Georgie's usually happy-go-lucky attitude starts to crack under the pressure.
I may not have been completely honest about having everything under control. Truth is, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. My pants are on fire.
Adding to the mix, Connor, who also still lives at home, brings a more unhinged energy that could even make Sheldon take a huge step back. Also, Georgie grew into this super likable guy who seemed like he could get along with almost anyone. So now, working alongside Ruben, a colleague who's not a fan of nepotism, we have a chance to see a side of Georgie we haven't seen before.
Ruben said if I let it fall, bad things will happen.
Missy, hang on a sec. Son, there is no such thing as a transmission fluid recirculator.
And what am I holding?
I've no idea.
Number 2 continues, exploring family dynamics. Even though things have shifted a bit from young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy are still figuring out their relationship within the family.
Boy, she pisses me off.
Me too.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Well, we're saving money. We got built-in babysitters.
I don't care. Every day I'm in this house with her, a little piece of me dies.
We just gotta make sure it ain't my favorite pieces.
Like we said before, young Sheldon wasn't just about Sheldon. It was about the whole family growing individually and together. And that's still true here. Mandy and Georgie are still finding their way as a couple and as part of the McAllister family.
Hey, you can call me whatever you want, but you do not insult my daughter or accuse my wife of having hormones. Start packing, we're out of here.
Plus, the friction between Mandy and Audrey is just as intense as we remember, and Georgie's still working hard to win her approval. Since they are still in Medford, you can tell, especially early on, that Georgie feels like he has to step up and hold things together for the Coopers, too.
This is weird.
Just talk to her. I really think you'll feel better.
I think I'll feel stupid.
Hey, I didn't tell Mom about you getting suspended. The least you can do is tell Dad.
Number 2, different, giving Mandy more of a backstory. In young Sheldon, we learned that Mandy was a former weather girl who moved back to Medford after breaking up with her boyfriend, who also happened to be her boss.
So you were on TV?
5:30 every morning. More people are seeing me right here.
Why'd you leave?
The station manager and I broke up. But now his new girlfriend gets to be on TV at 8:30.
She mentioned wanting to go back to school and pursue a career, but we never really knew much else about her life before she met Georgie.
I want a career.
I support that.
Then maybe go back to school.
Curveball, but okay. I don't have to go back to school, do I?
Oh, no, sweetheart.
Thank you.
First Marriage explores this more, starting with her credit card debt and hinting at other secrets, hers and Georgie's.
If there's anything you need to tell me, now's the time.
Nothing. What about you?
Nothing. What you see is what you get.
Love you.
Love you too.
There's also a storyline where the stress in Georgie's life catches up with him and he fears he's having a heart attack, only to learn it's actually a panic attack. Clearly, there's much more to Georgie than we've seen so far.
You do have a lot going on.
No, I don't.
Georgie,
I'm fine.
you just lost your dad. You got a brand new baby, your sister's struggling, an unemployed wife, you got no money.
Okay.
Number 1 continues, cameos from the young Sheldon cast. We loved seeing the original Big Bang crew pop up in various ways throughout young Sheldon.
Since when do you go out of your way to make other people happy?
How about once a year on your birthday?
Other than that, when?
What better way to honor its roots and the fans than with some guest appearances? Guest spots from Zoe Perry and Annie Potts as Mary and Connie helped connect the tone and style of both series, reminding us that they're all part of the same universe we've grown so attached to.
Mary, to toast the new house?
I can toast with ginger ale.
Jesus drank wine.
Because they didn't have Schweppes.
Reagan Reward's return as Missy ties back to what Georgie once told Sheldon about their sister.
Mom was a mess. Missy was a dumb teenager. I had to look after both of them.
Really, we'll always warmly welcome any familiar face. The Coopers and their extended circle may not be the main focus, but they're still finding ways to keep them involved, and we love it.
Thanks for cooking dinner for my mom and me, Mom.
It was good to see him.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, different. Single cam versus multicam. Did you know they're apparently filming First Marriage on the same stage where The Big Bang Theory was shot?
In the summer, it's directly in the path of a cross breeze created by opening windows there and there. It faces the television at an angle that isn't direct, so we can still talk to everybody, yet not so wide that the picture looks distorted.
This isn't the only similarity between the two series either, with First Marriage returning to the same multicam format the parent series used. The pilot wastes no time reminding us of this shift, setting the tone and a new brand of humor right away.
Some shows you can hear people laughing and some you can't. Wonder Years. No one's laughing. Is it funny? We'll never know.
I prefer to laugh when I choose to.
Really? I ain't never seen you laugh.
It's a smart move to make the show feel different but still familiar. Now, while Osmond has plenty of experience in front of a live audience, this is Jordan's first time. Honestly, you'd never guess it. He fits right in, and it feels like he's been doing it his whole career.
Thanks for listening. Hey, maybe you can ask the big guy to keep an eye on your daughter. Send an angel, get her in the army. Something. Hurry.
What do you make of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage so far? Let us know in the comments.
If there's anything you need to tell me, now's the time.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.